Family, do you know that Texas politicians are literally on the run? And here's why. Right now, dozens of elected officials in Texas have literally fled the state, not because they want to go on a vacation together, not because a scandal erupted and they're hiding, but to stop a political power grab that could rig elections for years to come. What's happening is Republican leaders are trying to redraw voting maps, okay? And they want to do it in a way that critics say will give them extra congressional seats without winning any more actual votes, okay? This is basically what you call gerrymandering. That's when politicians manipulate district lines, okay? So they pick their voters instead of the voters picking them. The maps they're pushing will split up cities, break apart black and brown communities, and cement one party's control no matter how people vote. We can't do that. We can't allow it. And these brave Democratic Congress people have left the state. Now, why? So, Democrats in Texas, in the Texas House, pulled the one move they had left. They walked out. By leaving the state, they denied the legislature the quorum which needs to vote. And by crossing state lines, they made it harder for Texas police to drag them back. However, the governor of Texas has issued arrest warrants. The attorney generals talking about punishing these Congress people, and even the FBI now has been called to track them down, y'all. Not only that, they are being fined individually $500 for each day that they are not back in Texas. So, why should you care, right? If this works in Texas, y'all, it will spread. This isn't just a red or blue thing, y'all. Gerrymandering is a democracy killer. What it does is silences voices, especially in black and brown and urban communities, and it locks elections so tight that your vote, it can't break through. It just won't even matter. So, what you need to do, you got to pay attention, y'all, to your state's redistricting. You got to show up to these meetings. You got to speak up. And because if you let them draw the lines in the dark, what you're trying to do, we might wake up one day and realize we're not living in a democracy at all. I keep telling you all, you as Americans, we have the right to live in a democracy and not allow, and let's be honest, these are nothing but old rich white men making laws because they're afraid that their rule of power has come to an end, and they're doing everything they can, either by hook or crook, to manipulate votes, to manipulate district lines, and to gain access to all parts of the executive, legislative, and judicial branches. And you and I can do something about it instead of sitting around just bitching and complaining. I have to educate you, you have to educate yourself, and stop listening to all of these bogus news outlets that are feeding their own agendas and fear tactics and propaganda. And be honest with yourself and realize America is at a crossroads, y'all. We're at a crossroads. We are either going to join together and fight for our democracy, arm in arm, or we are going to die on this hill called racism, bigotry, xenophobia, homophobia, and everything else, and let these racist, old, white, rich people win. And not even people, men. Y'all, we got to help out. We got to keep our eyes on Texas. Because if they call the FBI in and they rally up and gather these Congress people, they can even lock them up, you all. It's serious. You think it won't affect you, but I promise you it will if we don't do nothing about it.